Whenever you clean up your fridge, that's a great day for the chickens. And so this is how we do it here. We're out in our feed shed. It's a Saturday, so we're taking things slowly, at least for a time being. We normally feed early in the morning between 6 and 6:30, so that's why the animals are complaining. It's about 8:30 now. So anyways, we have all the scraps that I just pulled out. There's sort of things there. There's meat, there's bread, there's cauliflower. What we're going to do is we're going to mix all that with the feed for today, and as I say, it's a great day because the chickens absolutely love these kind of food scraps. They go crazy for it. We still buy pre-mixed feed, but for the past few months we've been mixing our own grain for a couple of reasons. One, we like to really know what is it that our chickens and poultry are eating. Second, it lasts longer because the grain is not cracked. We're feeding them mostly whole grain, and so it lasts longer. Third, it is cheaper that way. It's a little bit more work on our side, but as I say, we like to be in control. You know, one thing that I've been fascinated by is the fact that chickens in particular are very selective. They start with the grains that they like first. Our chickens love wheat, and I see that's the first thing they eat. And because it's mixed grain, you can't see the grain, as opposed to most of the commercial feeds that comes in pellets, and so everything. So you can't really tell what's in there. So we like to think this is a more natural way of feeding animals, and they will eat what they need and what they want. We feed about 25 pounds, so 12.5 kilos a day to our birds. So it adds up really quickly, and so one has to be resourceful as to how to maximize not only feed but also the return, because if you're just keeping a flock of 60 birds, chickens plus the ducks and the turkeys, altogether it's almost 80 animals. That can add up to it can become a liability as opposed to an asset. Because at this time of the year, all of our birds are considered matured birds. They all get to eat the same feed. So that makes it easy on us in that we don't have to be measuring up specific percentages of protein or things like that for, they're more needed for younger birds or so. But in a few weeks, as we start to hatch our own babies and to bring in the broilers, the chickens are going to grow for meat. At that point we have to adapt the diet to the specific needs of the different size and ages, and so that'll bring in some new interesting dynamic. So anyways, we're ready to start feeding. They know their food is coming. Good morning, ducks. It's a beautiful day today, isn't it? Yeah, giving us a few treats there. I'll come back to that. So here we are, mixture here, and well, thank you for your work. You really are clearing up this garden beautifully. So thank you so much. And thank you for those delicious eggs too. I accidentally cracked one of the duck eggs, and but this is not going to waste. What we will do is we will throw it in with the feed that we're going to give the chickens. And so we will, it's a good source of protein, mix it in well. Some people do not recommend feeding eggs to chickens, or certainly not egg shells. I think there's a fear that the shells, that the chicken might recognize them and then it'll go after their own eggs. I mean, that's good thinking. Some other people would say no. Now, we have been feeding eggs to our chickens for years, and eggshells and raw eggs and cooked eggs and you name it, because when we have excess eggs, we feed them back to the animals, and that's never been an issue. Has never been an issue. So, I mean, we're always sure to crack them up, you know, mash them well so that they don't resemble an egg. I think that's the key point. And so that's how we've been doing that, which is a great way, because you have something like this, you know, an egg that cracked is a dirty egg to begin with, so we're not going to use it. Plus we have an excess right now, you know, and so rather than throwing it away, we'll reuse it and feed them to the animals. They'll love that, and it's a great source of protein, and it's a great source of calcium. The eggshell is. So that's what we do. Okay, so now we're gonna get the chicken flock. I'm gonna let the turkeys out first. Good morning, Mr. Tom. And be yourselves. Yes, good morning. Hello, sir. You're looking handsome this morning, as always. Yeah, thank you. Madam? Okay, well, these turkeys are from a small flock that we bought last year. We bought 6 of them. I'm sorry. Yeah, 5. I'm sorry. And full poults. And we bought 5 because baby turkeys are notorious for not making it to adulthood, but we were very fortunate that all 5 of them survived. So for Thanksgiving we ate one of them. The other one we gave it as a Thanksgiving present to one of our helpers here at the farm, and so we kept these 3. So we have 1 boy and 2 girls, and our plan is to breed them, and hopefully next year or this year I should say, we don't have to buy a Thanksgiving turkey. So we'll see. They should start laying actually pretty soon, as the weather's getting better and the days are getting longer and warmer. So pretty soon we should have turkey eggs. All right, well, now's the time for the chickens to come out, because things get a little crazy when they come out. what I'll do is I put the feed first, and then I'll let them out, because otherwise they're gonna be jumping all over the bucket and all that. All right, let the fun begin. Did you notice how they prefer to go for the food scraps? Those are mixed in the feed, and then they'll grab that, a piece of bread or a piece of lettuce or a piece of meat, because there's meat in there, and then they'll pick that, take that, and run away. You know, that's they like that stuff better than the grain, actually, and so it's quite fascinating. So anyways, it's kind of stuff that we've learned by observing. We have been focusing mostly on feed, what the animals eat, and I'm kind of taking it for granted that everybody understands the importance for the animals of having a continuous source of clean water, and so that's something that we take very seriously too. So normally what I do to expedite my morning chores is that when I come at night to collect eggs and to lock them up and all that, I refill and clean all the water reservoirs. I like to do it at night, as I said, because it saves me time in the morning, especially during the week when I have to go to work. And that is what our morning feeding routine is like. We like to come out and enjoy and observe them and see how they react to what they're feeding them, you know, whether it's food scraps or a mix of food scraps and feed, or just feed, or our own mixes of grain, whatever it is, you know, we like to see them happy, because when they're happy, everybody's going to be happy. And so we hope that this is useful to you. Please post questions or comments below. We will be happy to respond to you. Also, if you have tips, you know, we're kind of selfish, but the part of the purpose of posting these videos is that we can learn from you too. So by all means, let's do that. Let's communicate. Thank you very much, and have a blessed day.